What's up guys, I'm Nomadikh, and recently a lot of artists have been putting out rap albums, one of which is Nas. His latest album is called King's Disease, just came out recently a couple weeks ago, and I really was digging it, I really liked it, and for today's video I kind of felt like I wanted to make a Nas remix. So one of my favorite Nas songs in general would have to be Represent, back in the 90s during the Illmatic time. Great album of course, produced by DJ Premier. That song is probably one of my favorites. I thought the sample was cool. I thought the whole track was awesome. And I just feel like I wanted to make a remix of it just to see what I could do with it. Make sure you stay till the end so you can hear exactly how it's gonna sound. And if you like this video, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have anything you want to say. And make sure you subscribe with the notification bell hit. And let's get down to business. So the sample for Nas's Represent it's called Thief of Baghdad by Lee Erwin. It's a pretty sick sample. It's probably one of my favorite samples actually. So I'm just gonna, right off the bat, I'm gonna drop the tuning. I'm gonna click warp and I'm gonna drop the tuning down just so I don't get like copyrighted or anything. So I'm gonna drop it down to -1 and I'm just gonna skim through it just to find the part that I like. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up taking the part that DJ Premier used in the song, but we'll just see. I like that part. Okay, this is it right here. Okay, so this is the part I'm gonna use. I don't see why not. It sounds really good. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna warp it just so it fits in nicely. So I'm gonna listen to it, and this is the first beat. So I'm just gonna double click the arrow right here. I'm gonna right click, set 1.1.1 here. And then in order to make sure that the sample actually warps to the BPM, I'm gonna right click this and say warp from here straight. And it should be matched to the BPM now. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna bring this back. This arrow right here, I'm just gonna click loop so it keeps looping over and over. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the drums on top of this. So I'll have that running. And for this one, I'm gonna go through my drum library. I'm gonna see if I can get some percussion in there. That sounds pretty cool. Alright guys, so I went through my library. I actually found something that I think sounds pretty sick. It's the Sky Pierre Gang drum loop 140 BPM. I think it sounds pretty cool. Obviously I don't have anything to do with him or anything, but I just think it sounds pretty nice. And there's some bass in this sample, but I want to filter out the low end just so I can get the percussion out of it because I think it sounds pretty cool. So I just played with the pitch a little bit so it fits. Just warping it a bit so it fits. That sounds good. So I like how that sounds, but I don't want all the bass and the kick and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna filter it out. I'm just gonna get the EQ and take that bottom end out so I can get the percussion out. And here's what we have now. I like that. Like that to me that sounds good. And then that with the sample sounds like this. I like that. So once I have the percussion set, I like to work on the drums now. So I'm just gonna drag and drop all this over to this view so I can start working on it here. And then I'm gonna just loop it up here by clicking that button, and it'll just loop it on this screen so I could build it. So now I'm gonna go to my drums and I'm gonna find some drums that fit this. one in. I'm gonna put this one in manually. Just figuring out a drum pattern real quick. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to go to the sample and I want to sidechain it to the kick. And what sidechaining does, it basically has the melody kind of take a step back every time the drum comes in. And what that does is it makes the drum sound bigger when the whole mix is presented, where you have the drums and you have the melody, and all your instruments and all your tracks are fighting for space. But the sidechaining kind of has one track duck away to make room for another one. You can pick however you want to arrange it. But I'm going to set it up so the sample backs away when the kick drum hits, so the kick drum sounds bigger and larger. So I'm just going to be using my sidechain preset. Where is it? Here it is. So really all this is just the compressor in Ableton. All you need to do is click the sidechain button, and you set audio input from the kick track, but I have it on the sample. And then really all you need to do is you just need to lower the threshold, and what it'll do is every time the kick hits, it'll trigger the compressor to duck the sample, so it'll just back it away a little bit. So if you lower the threshold, you can see that it starts to pump a little bit more. Okay, so now I think the only thing left that I need to do is add an 808. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I think the only thing missing is putting Nas on it. And I'm going to do that really quickly just so you guys can see what that would look like exactly. And yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I dropped it in real quick. So this is obviously a process that is just an entirely another video, just because this is like adding acapellas to your beats is definitely something that can't be covered in like 5 seconds. So if you guys want me to make a video explaining how I did this exactly and how I kind of layered it all together, just let me know and I could easily do that for you guys. But this is what it sounds like. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Like I say all the time, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Walking with a pop in my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends regret. This nigga raps with a razor, keep it under my tongue. The school dropout, never like this shit from day one. This life ain't shit but stress, fake niggas and crash dust. I guzzle my Hennessy, pulling a mad blunt. The brutalizer, brutalizer, accelerator, the type of nigga who be pissing and get